There's no doubt, and there's plenty that has been said and talked about Sardar Patel, about his great contribution, about his unifying the country. But on top of it, he was a great visionary. He was a visionary who in his time could think beyond his time that what all could go wrong if he does not take those steps which he did. Probably within his own lifetime it would not have mattered. If India's sovereignty was not established throughout its length and breadth, but beyond his time, they might have been a source of a great national degradation. He brought this country together. When we envision the future, actually there are two components involved in that. The dream of the future. One is that you look into the time span ahead of you, based on an empirical knowledge or experience of the past. You think not only about your generation, but the generations that are going to succeed. And then you also have a direction to that vision. Without a direction, probably a vision doesn't mean anything. So in the nation building, the function of vision is very important. It is just like the role of a radar in any missile or in any super aircraft that we use today. And this visionary or this vision is not something which stops with a man or which stops with a generation. It has got to be a continuing thing. A nation which aspires to be great, we want everyone there to have a vision. And that makes the larger national vision. I do not know how many of you would be able to recall what China looked like in late 70s. It was much backward than India. It hardly had any defense industries. It had a very low technological base. We had a setback in 62, but that notwithstanding, India was much ahead of it. But then there was a man, Deng Xiaoping, who came out with a vision. And a vision up to 2050. And in that vision, he said that, well, how China has to emerge as a major power of the world. What all it should do, that by 2010, it is able to become the major economy of the world. What it should be do that is able to become the industrial power by the end of last century. How is it able to become a major military power by 2020? Why it should avoid all major military conflicts up to 2050. It has to become the world global leader. Now that was the vision which changed China. Today, the world is excited about India. You see the statements of the leaders, the academia, the strategic thinkers, international institutions, global media, it's all full of the possibilities and promise of India. India is at the threshold of a great journey ahead. Probably, the excitement is not only because they wish India very well, but because in the rise of India also lies the vested interest of the world at large. India as a pluralistic, free democracy, its rise means many things to the world.